Good afternoon, Em. Hope you're doing well today, and thanks for requesting a free Google Ranking Audit. My name is Brady Hughes, and I'm the founder of my local-based marketing agency in Queensland called FlowRise. And essentially, what I do at FlowRise is I work alongside all types of local companies all across Australia to get businesses ranked at the top of the Google Maps search results. So I think you inquired earlier on this week or late last week to receive your free Google Ranking Audit via my Facebook ad or Instagram ad. I'm sorry for the small delay. I did try reaching out to you on Instagram. I tried sending a message to book a quick time for a quick chat sometime this week. I never heard back from you, so that's totally fine. I'm just putting together this quick 10-minute video that is pretty much just going to walk through exactly what I was going to explain over the call and, kind of like how we can help you as well. So I'm going to explain where you're currently ranking on Google Maps when people are searching out for your services or looking for your services. I'm going to explain who's currently beating you on Google Maps. I'll give you 3 actionable steps that you can take today to rank a little bit higher. And then I'll also explain at the end of the video how we do this for other companies and how we can guarantee to get all of the businesses that we work with ranked in the top 3 on Google Maps within 90 days. So that's our guarantee, and we have a 100% success rate with that. So I'm going to explain exactly how we do this at the end of the video. And yeah, so let's get right into it. So before I get cracking into all the nitty gritty, I just want to explain the importance of ranking on the top 3. So I've done some research into your business, into the industry. I've done some research into who's beating you and kind of what it takes. But essentially, the importance of ranking in the top 3 is because it's, that's where all the money is made, right? So if I was a potential customer of yours and I was searching up newborn photographer in Geelong, or if I was based in Geelong and I was searching up newborn photographer near me, then Google Maps always shows me the top 3 organic results. Now I want to clarify what I mean by organic results. I mean businesses that are not running Google ads. So businesses that are not, sponsoring posts, right? So as you can see here, you're actually ranked at the top, but you're in the sponsored section. So you're running Google ads. I'm not sure exactly how much money you're spending on Google ads, but usually Google ads is pretty pricey. So I'm assuming you're spending quite a bit on that to rank there. But essentially underneath that, so underneath the sponsored results, Google Maps always shows the top 3 organic results in this thing here called the Google Map Pack. And then essentially, if a customer wanted to see more businesses that were ranked below that, they would either need to click on this More Businesses button here, or they'll need to click on the Maps button up there. So essentially, I've done some research into where you're ranking organically. So currently you're ranking 7th place when I search up newborn photographer in Geelong. So disregarding the sponsored posts, right? So essentially what you could be doing is you could be optimizing organically to rank at the top, so that you don't need to spend, hundreds and hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands of dollars per month on Google ads. I'm not sure exactly how much you're spending on Google ads right now, but you could be getting this same result without even running any ads whatsoever, without spending money on ads. So you could be getting all organic traffic just by optimizing your SEO and your Google business profile. So I just want to clarify. So as you can see here, I search up newborn photographer in Geelong. You've got sponsored post, sponsored post, sponsored post. That's you there. But then it goes organic. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So you rank 7th organically. So instead of ranking 7th, we could get you into the top 3, or even better, 1st place, so that when people search up newborn photographer in Geelong, you show up right at the top without you having to spend any money on Google ads whatsoever. So that's what we do. That's what we can help you with. So now that you know the importance of ranking the top 3, obviously, top 3, that's where 75% plus of your potential customers are going to be clicking first. That's going to be getting all the calls, the inquiries, and all the money is made there, right? So I also want to show you this quick heat map that gives you a bit of a broader understanding as to where you're currently ranking on Google. So I've used the key search term newborn photographer. So essentially, if I was located in these different areas on this grid and I was searching up newborn photographer near me, this is just showing your rankings in these different locations. So the distance between each of these circles that you see on this grid is about 2.5 kilometers. So for example, if I was located over here near Armstrong Creek and I searched up a newborn photographer, you'd be ranked 1st, which is good. But then as you start broadening out, those rankings drop right off the ball game. So you start going out into 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. And then obviously as you start broadening out even more, they would start dropping down even further as well. So I'm assuming you're wanting to rank in the top 3 for pretty much, at least this grid right here, at least that. If we can achieve that, that would definitely be getting you a lot more customers, and you wouldn't need to be spending so much money on Google ads either. So now that you know where you're ranking and you understand the importance of ranking in the top 3 in Google, I just want to explain 3 things that you can do today. Super, super simple stuff that I noticed just by looking at your Google business profile and your website that's going to improve your rankings. It's not going to guarantee to get you in the top 3, obviously, but it's going to help improve the rankings, right? So the first thing that I noticed on your website, let's do that first. So you actually have a pretty decent optimized header 1. So this is your header 1 right here. Geelong maternity and newborn photographer. So this right here, Geelong maternity newborn photographer. So that's including your key location term, which is Geelong. And then it's also including your key service terms, so maternity and newborn photographer. So that's literally all you need. So key location term and key search term, that's all you need, right? But then your header 2 is not really SEO optimized at all. So this here, timeless, heartfelt, yours, that doesn't really signal to the Google algorithm, doesn't signal to anyone what you do or who you service, right? So your header 1 does a great job at it, but your header 2 doesn't really do a great job. So timeless, heartfelt, yours, yes, they're nice words, but they don't really explain exactly what you do. So what you want to include in your header 2 is more key location term, more key service term, and then also include some sort of trust factor built in, right? So your header 2 wants to be longer than your header 1. So instead of just saying Geelong maternity and newborn photographer, you would say trusted maternity and newborn photographer servicing all of Geelong or something like that. I mean, you don't really need to include that, word by word, but by including more location terms. So if you're servicing different suburbs within Geelong or nearby Geelong, and then also, including the trust factor in there as well. So trusted by locals across Geelong and other suburbs, then that's going to improve Google rankings as well. So instead of just ranking at the top for Geelong, you could be ranking higher for other nearby suburbs and locations as well by including that trust factor. So that's 2 super simple things that you can do today just to rank a little bit higher on Google. So header 1 and header 2 need to be SEO optimized. Feel free to go back on the video to understand exactly what I mean by that. But yeah, that's super simple. Now going to your Google business profile, I noticed that you don't really have too many Google reviews. So you are getting fantastic reviews, which obviously means you're doing a great job of what you do. So keep it up. So 5-star reviews on average. You've got 28 reviews. So obviously it's going to be very hard for someone with 28 reviews to compete against a business that has more reviews, all right? So the more reviews you have, the more good reviews you have, the higher you're going to rank. It's as easy as that. So that's something else you can do. Try and request more Google reviews in person, or you can set up some automations, send out some emails and SMS messages to your past customers and future customers as well to request those Google reviews. I see that you've got a pretty decent description. You've got some keywords in there, some key location words in there too, which is great. So you don't really need to change that. You could optimize it a little bit more by copy and pasting this, putting it into ChatGPT and telling it to improve it, in regards to SEO. That could help a little bit too. And then something else you need to start doing is posting updates on your Google business profile, right? So as I can see here, you don't have any updates. So updates is super important on your Google business profile. They're essentially like social media, right? If you have Instagram or Facebook, you want to make sure that you're consistently posting, reels and videos and things like that to keep your audience engaged and to keep growing the page. It's exactly the same as your Google business profile. So to rank higher on Google, you want to have as much engagement as possible, right? So by posting weekly updates on your Google business profile, that's going to improve your rankings as well. All right, so super easy stuff that you can do to help rank you higher on Google. Obviously, it's not going to guarantee the top 3 results, but it is going to help improve it, right? So like I said at the start of the video, all of the customers that we work with, all of the companies that we work with, we guarantee top 3 rankings within 90 days. So for you, for instance, we would guarantee to get your business ranked in the top 3 when people are searching up newborn photographer in Geelong. So instead of your grid looking like this, it would pretty much look like top 3 in this entire grid, right? So we do charge a service fee, obviously, for this. So if you are interested, we have 2 pricing plans for this. We have either 397 Australian dollars per month for the 3 months. So it ends up being just under 1,200 in total. Or if you want to pay the entire thing up front, you get a $200 discount. So it's $997 for the entire 90-day period. And like I said, that guarantees your business to get in the top 3. If we don't achieve that for whatever reason, then we just simply keep working for free until we do. All right, so if this does interest you, sorry about that, let me know which payment plan you would like to go with. Even if now's not the right time, that's totally fine. Just let me know if you found this video helpful. If you did, I would greatly appreciate a nice Google review on our own Google business profile. I'll drop the link down below in the email. I would highly appreciate that. And also some feedback on this ranking video. I would greatly appreciate that as well. So yeah, hope you have a nice day and I hope you found this valuable. Cheers.